Hey, this is Cecil.
And this is Tim, coming to you from London's newest tabletop game store.
We hope you come on down. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, that's not good.
Tim. Is that you? Hey, what the heck?
So, I'm sitting here at like 8 p.m. on Friday night. I run out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my wyvern done entirely for the tournament. So, I'll probably have to stay up a little late to do it, but then at least I have a nice centerpiece, even though the whole army isn't done. It is 2 a.m. I am not getting the wyvern done. He's about 3/4 done, and he's going to stay that way. That was a bad idea. I should have done something else. So this is like my first tournament, I'd say probably about 8 years, so I'm not sure what I'm going to expect from this. So it's good that I'm going into it with lack of sleep. That should really help. Plus, orc and goblins are generally considered not competitive, so I haven't built a list just because I really want to use the wyvern. So should be bad. This video is more about me playing with special effects than actually needing it. So you can see here from my game plan, I'm going to have the 3 core units just march right up the middle of the table. They're not very expensive point-wise. I don't really care what happens to the wizards as long as they use their spells, and the trolls can actually hit pretty hard, provided the stupidity doesn't run away with them. And then all the fast stuff will flank down one side. There's enough of it that there shouldn't be any problem with war machines. So smart people are going to hit the wyvern first, but a lot of people will hopefully hit the chariots or the giant, which is kind of what he's there for. If the giant actually gets to do anything, I'd be very impressed. So in the first game, I drew an Empire army. It wasn't themed or anything. It had a good mixture of units. 2 cannons, 2 units of knights, a lot of infantry, and a big lure of wild wizards. Because he set up all his cannons on the left, I put the wyvern on the right, and Wyvern was never under attack for war machines, so he destroyed a unit of knights with the special character in it for the warrior priests, and then managed to pound into the line as well, destroying a lot there. On the left, because of all the cannons, it got a little trickier. The giant and the wolf riders went in that way. The giant took a cannonball and actually was down to 1 wound, but the second cannon misfired. So the wolf riders managed to destroy one of the cannons, and the small unit of knights over there charged the giant. And I was pretty sure they'd kill the giant. But it ended up being simultaneous initiative, so when they killed the giant, I managed to get him to jump up and down with boxcars. So with 12 strength 6 hits, completely destroyed the knights, the giant died, and pretty much left that whole side of the board open. After that, the fanatics hit the main line, the trolls, the orcs, and the night goblins hit the main line, and everything started breaking because the wyvern was in the side as well. And that was pretty much the game. We ran out of time at that point, but if we got another turn, I'm pretty sure that everything would run off the board. And my second game, I managed to draw up against ogres, one of the players there. He was running a very small, even for Ogre Kingdoms, I'm pretty sure, army, centered around a large Iron Gut Death Star. The cannon basically took out my wyvern in 2 turns. His Iron Gut Death Star plowed through all 3 of my combat units. Everything plowed through everything. I was stomped the whole way through. It was a devastating loss, which is pretty much what I figured. I knew my army would have trouble against things like Chaos or Ogres, anything with a high armor save or an elite value, because I lacked that other than the wyvern and the trolls, the ability to deal with any of that. There was a rules dispute, which did not go my way. Disagreement over what terrain blocks that led to my wyvern getting shot a lot. Anyways, he's a really good player. really like the army list. In my third game, I got Skaven. Unfortunately, there were some technical difficulties with the camera, and I wasn't able to get any footage of it. So I had some very basic stuff you see there at the beginning there. But the game was pretty straightforward anyways. He came in, he had large units of clan rats, but they were bust instead of horde. So they were just not capable of dealing with things head on. So, you know, I sent the Wyvern and the Giant and the Chariots down one side, and they just smashed through rat ogres, some plague census bearers, plague monks, and he couldn't get a good roll to save his life. His warp cannon blew up on the first turn, and everything was going right. So I pretty much tabled him at the end of turn 3, and that was it.
He's ugly enough to cheat, I can probably tell you that.
Yeah, scared. There is
Jason?
Jason Ugly!
Thank you.
Well, it's up to you guys want to break the fingers. Second place with...
Should buy some Hobbit.
2 wins and a slight win. This is Jason. $73.
Ein Wiener.
Oh, I want somebody
anybody else to pick up. John has atrocious luck.
Mr. Peter Fay.
Hey!